How to make a hanging rose. Start with a square piece of sturdy cardstock and a bright flower color. Then you're going to take the bottom and fold it up to the top and crease it carefully. Then you're going to fold it into quarters, again creasing it. Now you're going to want to unfold that last fold, and you're going to fold the bottom corner into the middle to create a triangle. Then you're going to flip the whole thing over and repeat the same thing on the other side. Now you have two triangles, and you're just going to fold those together. After you have it creased properly, you're going to take your scissors and cut the outline for your rose. So you want a nice rounded shape. Now we're going to make some cuts from one side, but we're not going to go the whole way through to the other side. We're going to leave one fold intact. And the closer that you have your cuts together, the stretchier and bouncier your finished rose will be. You just want to be careful not to make them too close so that it doesn't rip and fall apart. Just keep cutting most of the way across, stop before you get to that final fold. And if you have nice sturdy paper, you can get pretty close to that fold without worrying about it ripping and falling apart. Now we're ready to unfold everything and see the shape of our rose. In order to stretch it out, we're going to make some cuts. We're going to start with the first section, cut on the one side, and then go and do the opposite cut on the right. But we're not going to cut the whole way around. We're going to skip the first cut on the bottom and cut the next one. Then we're going to skip the first one on the top and cut every other one. Now we're going to go back and do the right and left cuts, again skipping one on both sides. And you have to be very careful to skip every other section when you cut, otherwise you'll end up with a bunch of rings and it won't be connected. We're just going to keep making our way in through these concentric rings, cutting every other one, alternating from right and left and top to bottom. You can see already that the rose is starting to get some bounce. You can see it stretching out. And we're almost finished here, just a few more cuts in the middle. And the last one. Okay, we finished our cuts. Now we can stretch it out, and you can see how stretchy and springy our roses become. Now, to decorate it a little bit, I'm going to take some scraps of green paper and use that to make the leaves. And then I'm going to just tape these onto the petals using some regular old Scotch tape. I like to put a little space in the leaves to create some extra motion. So you can see they're just attached by two little points. It lets them move freely. And now we're ready to attach it to a hanger. I'm just going to use some thin wire to hang it, and you can just take however much you need for your desired length. And then I'm just going to cut that off with the wire cutters. Then we're going to poke a little hole in the center of the rose and stick the wire through. And then on the back side, we're going to bend the wire around to make a little loop so that it doesn't slip back out. Very simple. Okay, that's done. And now we're ready to hang the rose. The finished product.